So, today we're going to dive into two of the most powerful tools you can have in the Filipino language, pang-abay and pang-uli. And look, these are not just some boring grammar rules to memorize for a test. They are the words that literally breathe life, emotion, and all that crucial detail into every story we tell. But here's the big question, right? The one that trips everybody up. Is it a pang-uri, an adjective? Or is it a pang-abay, an adverb? You've got this great descriptive word, but where does it go? Trust me, getting this right is the absolute key to making sure you sound clear and that your words have real impact. All right, so let's solve this grammar puzzle once and for all. Because once you understand which word describes what, it's going to completely change the way you build your sentences. And here's the secret. It really is this simple. All you have to do is ask yourself one question. Am I describing a thing, a person, a place, an object, or am I describing an action, how something is being done, when it's happening, or where it's all going down? The answer to that one question tells you everything you need to know. Okay, so let's break down the fundamental difference between pang-uri and pang-abay. This right here is the heart of it all. This slide lays it out perfectly. You've got pang-uri, adjectives, on the left. They have one main job, describe nouns and pronouns. They tell us about the what. Simple enough. But then on the right, you've got pang-abay, adverbs, and they have a much bigger role. They describe verbs, adjectives, even other adverbs. They answer how, when, and where. Let's get a closer look at pang-uri. Remember, it describes a thing. And in this really powerful example from our source material, nakamamate na virus, the word nakamamate, which means deadly, is describing the virus. The virus is a noun, a thing. It's telling us what kind of virus we're dealing with. Now let's flip that and look at pang-abay. The example here is taos pusong naglingkod. The word taos pusong, or wholeheartedly, isn't describing a person or a thing, is it? Nope, it's describing the action, naglingkod, which means served. It tells us how that person served. See the difference? One is about the thing, the other is all about the action. And this is where it gets really fun. Pang-abay, or adverbs, aren't just one thing. They come in different types, and you can think of them like special power-ups for your sentences. Each one adds a really specific layer of meaning. Let's check out 5 of them. This table gives you a quick tour. You've got adverbs for agreement, like tone. Adverbs for negation, like indeed. You've got them for quantity, like marami. There are adverbs for respect, like the uniquely Filipino po, and even for comparison, like mas. Each one has a very specific job to do. So here's panang-ayon, the adverb of agreement, out in the wild. That word tunay, or truly, adds this layer of certainty, of conviction. It's not just a maybe, it's a firm, solid belief. And here's the total opposites, panang de hindi, the adverb of negation. The word hindi is so direct, so clear. It signals opposition, denial. There is absolutely no doubt where the speaker stands on this. Okay, now for pang-aano, the adverb of quantity. Check out how the word marami, or many, just completely transforms this sentence. It's not just people helped anymore. Suddenly, it's a story about scale, about a whole community coming together in huge numbers. Now this one, pamitagan, the adverb of respect, is so important in Filipino culture. Adding po doesn't just tweak the grammar. It changes the entire tone, the whole vibe of the sentence, filling it with politeness and deep respect. And finally, we've got panalad, the adverb of comparison. That little word mas, or more, immediately sets up a comparison. It allows us to weigh ideas against each other, suggesting that one way of doing things is just more effective. Okay, so the most important point here is that this isn't just some abstract theory. This is real life. Let's see how these words are actually used to tell powerful, moving stories about heroism and community. We're going to look at the incredibly inspiring story of Dr. Karen Abat-Sinan. She was a frontliner who faced just unbelievable challenges, and we're going to see how these little adverbs and adjectives are what shape her entire story. Just look at the difference here. The before sentence is a simple, cold fact. She got an infection. But when you add the adverb of quantity, dalawang beses, or twice, wow. That adds this incredible layer of struggle, of resilience. It wasn't just an event, it was a repeated battle that she fought. And this example really shows you the emotional power we're talking about. She served is just a statement, but
taos pusong naglingkod. She served wholeheartedly. That tells you everything about her character, her dedication, the spirit behind what she did. That one adverb adds all the meaning.
And this same power applies when we're talking about big community movements. Let's take the community pantries, which became this amazing symbol of unity and helping each other out. So you start with a simple idea, helping at a pantry. But then you add the adverb maraming, and suddenly it's a massive community effort. Then you add the adverb tunay, and you capture that feeling of genuine, real impact. See how those single words tell the entire story of scale and significance? So here's the main takeaway from all of this. Whether it's a panguri describing what something is, or a pangabay describing how something gets done, the right descriptive word is never ever just filler. It's the engine of your story. It's what adds the meaning, the emotion, and all the power. By choosing your words carefully, by really understanding the difference between describing the thing and describing the action, you gain total control over your story. So, the only question left is this. Now that you have this power, what story are you going to tell?